Howdy, y'all. I hope all y'all are doing well today. This video is going to be day 6 of 11 of the Fight Devotional for Men on the Bible app called U Version. I'll link it down below. So, without further ado, let's get started. It's titled Trouble with Foxes. For a lot of men, anger is a default emotion. When someone embarrasses us, rarely do we feel our own embarrassment. Most of the time, that embarrassment also makes us angry. Nobody is going to make me look like a fool. They'll be sorry messed with me. That's because when men experiencing something negative, anger is usually an automatic response. You might have you might have thought Samson's reaction from yesterday was over the top, killing 30 guys to pay off a gambling debt. But he wasn't just getting warmed up. Today we'll see him really turn the heat up. After Samson stormed off from his engagement celebration, his bride's father was embarrassed that his future son-in-law had just disappointed or just disappeared. So what? So he did what any father in that position would do. He gave her to another man in the wedding party. This may not make sense to us, but it was appropriate in their culture at the time. In today's reading, we'll see what happens when Samson returns to find his wife went to another man. Let's review Samson's greatest hit so far. He went someplace he had no business going. He lusted after, then pursued, the wrong woman. He ignored his parents' advice and God's wisdom. He touched dead things, he got drunk, he taunted the Philistines with his riddle. He gave his own secret away. He led his wife at the altar to go kill a bunch of guys. And who was responsible for every single one of those actions? Samson himself. Samson keeps getting mad at the world, but in reality, almost everything that happened was his own fault. At any point, he could have backed off just a little. If he had just taken a minute to cool off, maybe he could have turned things around. Instead, over and over, he escalated every situation, forcing others to react. Today, we will see one more emotional decision from Samson. Forces in emotion. Alright, sorry. Today, we will see one more emotional decision from Samson. Forces an emotional response from the Philistines and costs him everything he cares about. Sorry, I'm just drinking some water. What about you? If you're angry at those around you, where's your responsibility in that? Could it be possible that the last? Sorry, guys, I'm just woke up a little while ago, so I do apologize. What about you? If you're angry at those around you, where is your responsibility in that? Could it be possible that at least some of the hard things that you're going through right now are a result, perhaps even the direct consequence, of your own choices? Really try to be honest with yourself here. Do you feel tempted to make excuses for your behavior? I know I would. If you do, it's time to stop and fight that temptation. Own your part, ask for forgiveness if you need to, and not just from God, but from the people your actions and attitudes may have hurt or affected. Ask God's Spirit to lead you. Then go make the hard changes He shows you. So there's 4 small passages I want to share with you. The first being Judges 14 verse 20. After Samson's wife was given to one of his companions, who had tended him at the feast. Judges 15 starting verse 1. Later on, at the time of wheat harvest, Samson took a young goat and went to visit his wife. He said, "I'm going to my wife's room," but her father would not let him go in. Verse 2. "I was so sure you hated her," he said, "that I gave her to your companion. Isn't her younger sister more attractive? Take her instead." Verse 3. Samson said to them, "This time I have a right to get even with the Philistines. I will really harm them." Verse 4. So he went out and caught 300 foxes and tied them tail to tail in pairs. He then fastened a torch to every pair of tails, lit the torches, and then let the foxes loose. In the standing grain of the Philistines, he burned up the stalks and started and standing grain together with the vineyards and olive groves. Verse 6. When the Philistines asked who did this, they were told Samson, the Timnite's son-in-law, because his wife was given to his companion. So the Philistines went up and burnt. So the Philistines went up and burned her and her father to death. Ouch. James 1, starting in verse 19. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Verse 20. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. Proverbs 29:11 says, fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm to the end. Wow, what a really good lesson in today's devotional. Hope you guys are able to walk away with something from this passage just like I am. I'm going to spend the next couple minutes just really letting it sink in and seeing how I can apply this to my life. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Keep your heads held up high, and do your best to resist all temptation that comes your way. And if you give way to temptation, do your best to do your best to resist. Take care, and see you guys in the next video.